hockey fans, and hello, Central New York, and welcome to the Central New York Hockey Report podcast. We're screwing this up right off the top.
You don't know
oh,
where we
my
are.
good God. You got to love it. Oh, boy. I'm your host, Scott Kinville. That's just an awesome introduction. Anyways, we got a really fun show lined up today. So we don't have a guest, but if you've been following what we do from the days when we had Marty's Illegal Stick and so forth, we used to every once in a while do like these fun, wacky award shows, right? And Dave used to love them so much.
Oh, yes.
He got right into them, you know?
Now I see where the blame is going.
Yeah, well, no. But anyways, so, we haven't done one of those.
Yeah.
Not for this show anyways.
I know.
And with it being the holiday season, I figure what we can do is we can do like a holiday party.
We can.
With some awards, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
The season so far,
I know.
I mean, colleges are all on break now, but we got the American Hockey League. We got two teams in our region,
Playing.
So tonight we're going to do the Utica Comets holiday party.
Woohoo.
It's going to be awesome. And to help me out, of course, are my faithful co-hosts. So sitting to my right, and he's just been hard at work. He has been like the elf of this podcast, right? Coming up with different music, different sound effects for the show, all happy. Mr. Dave the Save Warner.
Yeah, how you doing?
Are you in the holiday spirit? That's what I want to know.
No.
You're not?
Not at all.
Why not?
No, not even after this.
What? How?
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not there yet.
You got decorations out?
Oh, I do. It's a requirement.
Well, not really.
We have a family Christmas party this Saturday. So family coming in. So
All right. Well, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe by then.
Maybe
after this show, it'll get you going.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Is it going to be like Christmas Vacation?
Yes, it will be.
Yeah. See?
It'll be like,
yeah.
That'll be
all right. Well, you're trying to get into the holiday spirit. I'm gonna bring our other co-host in.
Bring him in
because he's out there. He's patiently waiting. Got his internet all straightened out up there at the North Pole. It's Mr. Jordan Brockway. Jordan, what's going on? He's
just nods.
He's dumbfounded by this music.
Now it's going to be in and out all day. It always is.
Yeah, well, you're back in for now, and that's good.
Yeah, hopefully
it's like we're transmitting to Siberia. We are transmitting to the North Pole, Jordan. The delay is like half an hour.
You didn't have a reindeer running your internet tower or anything, did you? Oh boy. Well, okay. We'll deal with this. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna overcome this.
No.
Like I said, it's the Utica Comets holiday party, and this is, we're almost halfway to the halfway point. We got about 10 more games to go. The Comets have played 21 games so far, 72 games in the AHL season. So rather than doing the whole halfway award show or midpoint award show like everybody does, we're not like everybody else.
We're not.
We certainly are not. No. So we are going to do a holiday award show. Now, what this is going to be, all right, this can be a little tricky, but that's okay, especially if you're listening and not watching, but that's okay too. So Santa has sent us a list.
Oh.
He sent us a list. He did.
Did you check it twice?
I don't know if he did or not. Judging by some of these things on here, probably not. But what he did was he sent us a list of which Utica Comets are going to be getting presents and for what.
I thought we were going to start with the naughty list.
Not yet. We can't do that just yet.
Okay.
We got to start things off positively.
All right. Sounds good.
We lost Jordan again.
Yeah, he left like 30 seconds ago. You didn't even notice.
No, I didn't. You're right.
His internet is really bad at the dorm room there, it looks like. So, yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? I mean, we can start without him.
Yep.
That's okay.
We'll
get going. So, anyways, let's get this going. Dave, play some of that Christmas music.
All right. So do you want music or do you want, I
want the music. Let's hear the music.
Well, I played it a little bit earlier. I had underneath, right? You can speak over it.
Yeah, you can. I mean,
go ahead. Start your list.
I kind of feel like I should be rocking a baby to sleep.
You could with this.
Yes. So that's okay.
Do something less. It's just jingle bells. All right.
Well,
deal with it.
We're Schroeder when you need them.
I know.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
All right. So is the music, or there we go.
Well, you could talk over it.
I know that, but anyways. All right. So Santa's going to reach into his virtual sack here and start pulling some presents out. You ready for this?
Oh,
There he
he's
is.
there. He's there. Yeah.
Yeah. Santa's having a hell of a time, too. This is great.
Santa's been drinking.
Yes. Well, to be on the show, I can't say as I blame him.
Yeah.
So, anyways, all right. The first one, let's see. The first present pulled out. Oh, it says to Isaac Poulter from Santa on the tag. All right.
Yeah.
And it says here, there's a little card that says, Dear Isaac, for saving the Utica Comets goaltending this season, Santa gives you this life preserver.
A life preserver.
A life preserver, because he held the Comets goaltending up in rough waters. They've been, they started off the season with the Nico Dawes injury.
If you have to explain these gifts, it's going to be really tough.
Well, I'm explaining them to you.
Okay,
I don't want you to feel left out.
Gordie Howe.
Yeah, something like, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I just gave you all my hockey knowledge.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You were doing so well too.
I know.
But anyways, yeah. So Isaac Poulter, man, he pulled the Comets biscuits out of the fire, so to speak, in the goaltending end, because Nico Dawes started off not playing, right? He was injured. He had off-season surgery. He's back now. He just came back last weekend. They brought Eric Shalgren in over the offseason, who was supposed to be a tandem with Dawes, actually, was the original plan. Shalgren has struggled quite a bit this season, having a rough year. Now he's injured too. He got injured Sunday against the Syracuse Crunch. He made 3 saves in the first period and left the game.
It? Lower body injury?
Lower body injury. Yeah. It looked like he took a shot off the back of the knee. And then there was a little bit of a scrum in front there. I mean, nothing intentional by anybody. It's just kind of one of those things that had
better than kneecapped.
Yeah, well, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, he's out. We don't know how long. It's all tight-lipped. You don't hear anything about.
I thought you were going to give me a clap for knowing what the issue was.
I'm actually quite impressed. I was. How did you know that?
I study the game.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Anyways, but Poulter actually he's got a record this year of 8-3-1 so far. His goals against average is 2.36. He's got a .920 save percentage and he's got a shutout. Dave, he's been in the top 20 all season long for most major categories.
Right.
For goaltenders in the AHL. If it wasn't for Isaac Poulter stepping up to the plate, I can't even imagine what the Comets season would look like right now. Because, like I said, with Shalgren struggling the way he was and no Dawes until now, they could have really been in a deep hole.
Yeah.
But, good for Isaac because he did spend a little bit of time with the Comets last year. And when he did play, he was actually really good. Spent most of the time in the ECHL last year with Adirondack, which is kind of where he was supposed to be this year. But, again, circumstance haven't. So, anyways, Jordan, we're talking about Isaac Poulter, who just got a life preserver from Santa for saving the Comets goaltending. So what are your thoughts on Isaac Poulter?
I mean, he's played great up to this point, and he's looked like the replacement they needed when Dawes was hurt. And with Shalgren coming not with what they expected, they needed somebody else, and Poulter's been that guy.
Absolutely. He really has. And I'll tell you, we don't know when Shalgren's going to be back or how to the extent of the seriousness of his injury. But if it's not, serious and he's coming back soon, the Comets and the organization as a general are going to have a decision to make. Because usually you don't carry 3 goaltenders at the AHL level. And so somebody is going to have to go. And I know that Shalgren is actually signed to an NHL contract by the Devils. So it would be really unusual to see him go down to the ECHL, whereas Poulter is on an AHL deal with the Comets. Making it much easier and cheaper to send him to the ECHL. But I'll tell you, man, he has deserved his spot to stay. He really has.
Yeah, and while Shalgren going down would be very unusual, we are also seeing Jack Campbell in the AHL, so anything can happen.
That's true. So you never know. So we'll see. It's all going to depend on how serious that injury is. So time will tell. All right. Dave, it's time to reach back into that virtual sack and pull out our next present.
All right. So Santa's doing this?
Santa's giving us
you just tell him.
There you go. You got it. All right. Oh, Santa's having a heck of a time here. All right. This one, it says to Max Willman and Kyle Criscolo from Santa. And there's a little card that says, Dear Max and Kyle, for being the Utica Comets dynamic duo, Santa gives you each a DVD copy of Batman and Robin. Okay. Santa definitely did not put a lot of thought into this.
Where'd you go to Dollar General
I
to
think
get
he
these
did.
gifts?
He did. Well, there was a budget cutback at the North Pole this year.
Yes, man.
But the dynamic duo, yeah. I mean, Willman and Chris Colo haven't obviously played the entire season in Utica. They've been up and down with New Jersey with all the injuries going on. But when they've been here, they've been dynamite. So Willman in 13 games played has 7 goals and 6 assists for 13 points. Chris Colo in 12 games played has 4 goals and 9 assists for 13 points. They're both points per game players. So, Jordy, what do you think about these two? And boy, if they can manage to stay in the AHL and play for the Comets for a while, it would really be a big benefit to the team.
Yeah, with how they're playing at this level, I mean, like you said, we haven't seen them a ton, but when they're here, they make an impact, and that's what we expected some of these guys to do. So they're playing the role we expected them to play, and that's great. I love seeing it, and it'd be nice if some other guys could do what these guys are doing.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you know, the concern was going to be goal scoring and generating points this season. But I tell you, both Willman and Chris Cole have really stepped up to the plate. Like I said, with the usual injury carousel that seems to happen every single season in the New Jersey Devils organization. Yeah, you haven't seen them. It is. It's just a big giant wheel.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, when they're here, they really do give the team a boost. And, you know, coincidentally, they've been here, you know, in Utica for a week or so, and the Comets have won 4 in a row.
Yeah, they're playing great, and when they're around everybody else, they make everybody else better with their experience and just how they play in general.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Okay, so we got rid of the Batman and Robin DVDs. What's next?
That was the aisle right by checkout.
It was too. You had the bin, the
You know,
dollar
those
bin.
old DVD. Yeah,
Yeah, the dollar bin.
Yep.
Okay, back to the virtual sack. Here we go. Reaching in, and there's Santa. Oh, yeah. Santa was a little slow on the uptake there. You got some of that Boone's family wine there that you got with the dollar store.
Got some vodka going there. That's what that boy has going.
Okay, so this one says to Graham Clark from Santa. Dear Graham, for leading the Utica Comets in just about every offensive category, Santa gives you a rotating red light and siren.
Oh,
you think you got the best one so far?
That's so far.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I like that.
You know, I don't know if his roommates are going to like that if he starts firing that thing off at 3 o'clock in the morning. But hey, you know, but yeah, Jordy, Graham Clark, especially as of late, he's really turned it on. He leads the Comets in goals with 9, points with 18, power play goals with 3, game-winning goals with 4, and he's got 69 shots that leads the team. And that's also top 10 or top 15 in the AHL. So what are we seeing out of Graham Clark? Because he sort of had a kind of a slow start.
Yeah, and when that start happened, it was a lot of the same thing of, oh, Graham's going to have another year like last year where it's on, off, on, off. Well, now that he's flipped that switch, it seems like that's his mode now because he's scoring on the power play. He's scoring on 5-on-5. He's finding ways to get the puck in the net, and that was the big concern coming into the year was can he do it consistently? And he's doing that. So he did what not a lot of people expected him to do, and that's just a show to how good he can really be.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm kind of curious as to when he's going to get a call up to New Jersey to see what he can do. You know, I mean, Samuel LeBerge had his call up. We just talked about a woman, and Chris Cole have been up already. So it's going to be, and it'll be pretty devastating to the Comets when it does happen. But, you know, he has his play is actually, he earns it.
Yeah. And you look at, he had a lot up and down last year. And this year was kind of the year of, okay, is he going to stay down consistently or up consistently? And with him down, he's performed really well at this level. So he's definitely earned at least a shot at going up and seeing what he can do. Yeah,
no doubt about it. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see, you know, with Simone Nemec up there, and I think he's going to be there for a little while because he's actually doing very well with his call-up. So, you know, with Dougie Hamilton being out long-term, so that's going to be a big hole to fill too. Anyways, why don't we go to the next present? And Santa's back. All right. There he is. Oh, Santa, you're loving life right now. All right. Oh, he's getting crazy now.
Yeah, he's dancing on the floor.
Oh, boy, those reindeer better be careful of this guy around. Jeez, they're going to wreck the thing. Anyways, to Xavier Perrant from Santa. Dear Xavier, for leading the Utica Comets in assists, Santa gives you this dishware set because you truly are a dishing magician.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that. I could have done myself. Dave right now is wishing our internet would go out. He's Jordy, I gotta watch it because he's gonna go pull a plug somewhere at the end of it.
Yeah. Hey, you pulled it on me already.
That's where that the hook comes out.
Yeah. It's like the Gong Show. Remember that show?
Oh yeah. Jeez,
Mean Gene the Dancing Machine.
I don't have a gong anymore. Jeez.
Well, I know what we're gonna have next week then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he leads the Comets in assists with 10. So I mean, he's like the only other guy that's got leads any category on offense for the Comets besides Graham Clark. But and honestly, he deserves some kind of recognition for the season that he's been having because I'll tell you, Jordy, he's that spark plug type of player that you need. He can put up points and he ain't afraid to mix it up.
Yeah, you watch how he plays, and he's always been kind of that firecracker. And he reminds me of, for the Utica College team, Brandon Osmondson, of just a firecracker. He may be small, but he's all over the place. And you see it in his game. Last year he did a lot, and this year he's doing it again. I didn't necessarily expect him to come out dishing the puck like he is, but he's
a dishing magician.
Yeah, and it's a welcome thing because he's doing really well, and he's not afraid to throw a fist here and there.
Yeah, not at all. He's not afraid to throw a fist, throw a bow. It's quite interesting watching him play. You mentioned Ozzy. Did you see he got called up to the ECHL from the or the SPHL?
I got really pumped when that happened.
Yeah, good for him. Absolutely. Okay, moving right along. Let's see. We're back to the virtual sack. And this one says Santa was a little slow on the uptake there. That's all.
Back to the virtual sack. Santa
must have went to the bathroom or something.
He was playing with a virtual sack, I think.
Oh boy, I don't even want to think about that. Don't want to picture that. Oh boy, we've gone completely off the rails now. That's it. Oh, it's a good thing we're not subject to FCC regulations.
Yup.
Wow.
No kidding.
Man. Ay. All right, so this one says to Shane Bowers from Santa. This one ought to be good. To Shane, for leading the Utica Comets in shorthanded goals, Santa gives you this roll of Bounty paper towels. I'm giving you this because when a teammate messes up and gets thrown in the penalty box, you truly are a quicker picker upper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is like he's dying. It's like a truly bad dad joke marathon around here now.
Jeez.
I didn't expect him to say that either. That's what got me.
But it's true, though. He has been a quicker picker-upper. I mean, he's got 6 goals this season. No assists, but 6 goals, and 2 of them are shorthanded.
Yeah, he's been...
Uh-oh. Maybe Santa needs to bring Jordy an oxygen tank or something.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's been playing great. That got me so good I can't even talk.
Jeez, you get all choked up.
Yeah,
you gotta stop.
Hey,
yeah,
it's like the best dad joke ever.
When the podcast fails, you gotta get stand-up comedy is your thing.
Oh boy, yeah,
yeah,
sure. I grocery for the rest of my life. But yeah, what an impact Shane Bowers has had. I said this in the offseason when that trade went down. He came over for Riley Walsh, as everybody will recall. And yeah, I mean, losing Riley Walsh was a huge blow to the Comets because, he provided a lot of offense from the blue line. But the one thing that the Comets were really missing was that Freddie Gauthier type, right? You remember when Gauthier was there when the first year that they became the Devils affiliate? What was that, 20 or 21-22?
Yeah.
All right. When they had that team, they had, Alex Holtz, you had Fabian Zetterlund, you had AJ Greer, Riley Walsh, all those guys. It was Freddie Gauthier that was out at the end of the game to win a big faceoff for them, to be that shutdown role, that big centerman that you need when you're trying to protect a lead. And Shane Bowers truly has become that player. And people don't realize just how important that type of player is to a team, but he is. And the fact that he's got 6 goals is really a bonus. And by the way, just for food for thought, Riley Walsh with the Providence Bruins this season has 2 goals and 6 assists. So Shane Bowers isn't that far behind him point wise. And, that trade is looking a little bit more even now than it did in the offseason.
Yeah, and at the time, like you said, it looks a little more even, but it wasn't necessarily about what does Shane Bowers do on the score sheet. It was partially about what does he do off it, and that's what they got. And I'd say they got a little more than what they expected. So all in all, it worked.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, he had a lot of injury problems coming into the season. You could just never seem to get a full season to play in. But people forget he's actually a first-round draft pick. I think he was a first-round pick of Ottawa back in 2018, I think it was. So, injuries really derailed his career so far, but he stayed healthy this year, and he's really proven to be a top-flight player.
Yeah, and when you see a player do something like that after having so many injuries, it's awesome to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, Shane enjoyed that roll of Bounty paper towels. I know Jordy did. So...
Is he still cleaning up?
Yeah. Herb cleanup aisle 3.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the virtual sack. And there it is. Okay. Oh, yeah. The sleigh bells, of course. Of course. All right. So this one says to Sam LaBerge from Santa. Dear Sam, for always being willing to drop the gloves, Santa gives you this Rock'em Sock'em Robots game. Hey, he got a good one.
That's a good one.
Sam struck gold here. As far as, I think he got the best gift that there was at the dollar store.
So far.
Yeah, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I have that. I still have that, actually.
The life preserver just lost me.
What?
The life preserver.
The life preserver, hey. I mean, every team needs a guy with a little bit of grit. And now that Mason Garrettson's out west, Sammy LaBerge kind of fills that role for the Comets. He's such a talented player that you hate to see him being taken off the ice for 5 minutes for fighting, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, and you watch LaBerge play, and there's a reason a lot of fans love him because he is a big guy out on the ice, and
he's gone.
And that's that.
And there's Jordy. Yeah. He left the room.
Yeah. So
you know what it is? He's in a dorm and there's a lot of people. He's probably on Wi-Fi. There's a lot of people using it, and it kind of drags it down. So
that's true.
All right.
All right. Well, he's gone. You know what? We just had a special one come in. Just got a message from Santa. Please include this, Scott. Okay.
All right.
To Jordy from Santa. Because you can't seem to keep your Wi-Fi, I present to you this Verizon hotspot. Please use it when you are on the Central New York Hockey Report podcast.
Exactly.
All right.
Good Lord.
Yeah. There he is.
He's trying to come back.
He's coming back. All right.
Yeah, good Lord.
You just missed it. Santa just texted in for you.
Yeah, you got a text gift there, Jordy.
Yeah. Santa's bringing you a hotspot.
I don't even know what happened. I heard somebody come out of the dorm room next door, and my internet just cut.
Yes.
Well, I guess we better hurry up and finish the show then.
Yeah, really.
All right.
You get him a Starlink or something.
Yeah,
Jeez.
no kidding, right? Okay, so it looks like I got one more here on the sheet. Jordy, I don't know if you have any.
I don't think I do.
All right, so Santa sent it all to me. All right. One more to go here. Santa's still in good spirits. I love it. I love it. Struggling right through the show with the rest of us. All right. Okay, so this one says, to the Utica Comets from Santa. Ooh, a team-wide present.
Oh.
Every once in a while you get those. Like a present for the whole family or something like that.
Yeah.
So this one, it says, for having the #1 penalty killing unit in the AHL, Santa gives you this DVD of The Grinch That Stole Christmas, because when it comes to giving up power play goals, you guys truly are a bunch of Grinches.
Oh, jeez. Good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I love the original, the cartoon. I'm a cartoon guy. My daughter, she likes the Jim Carrey version.
Okay.
Right. And that newest one, I don't even consider that one, but it's got to be the original. And we'll talk about that in a second. But I want to talk about why the Comets got that the DVD that they did. They're #1 in the AHL right now, Jordy. They're 88% on the penalty kill.
Wow.
66 for 75. They've only given up 9 power play goals.
That's crazy. And
so is this show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and that's the one side of the special teams that's been good this year, and that is always awesome. Now, if only they could fix their power play,
which we're going to talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But I mean, listen, at least they got one side of the special teams unit going. So, I mean,
yeah.
And again, the guy we just talked about a little bit earlier, Shane Bowers, has a lot to do with that. I think Chris Cole is actually out doing some power play or penalty killing as well. So, hey, if you can shut the power play down, knowing is half the battle, as they say.
Yeah, and especially with the penalty kill. I mean, their special teams has been a little iffy the last couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so why do we do this? The Comets got their presents, but I'm sure, just like everybody else in the world, they sent a list to Santa as to what they want. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to try to guess as to what was on the Utica Comets list to Santa for what they want for Christmas. All right, so #1, I'm going to say more power play goals. I think that one's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, especially at home.
Yeah, right. So they're last in the league on the power play at 10.3%. They're 8 for 78. So, it's hard to really pinpoint what exactly has gone wrong. I mean, they've had a lot of call-ups, a lot of in and out of the lineup, which, that's going to happen. Lately, though, I think they've got power play goals in 2 straight, I think. So slowly but surely, if you can start turning this around a little bit, get your team together to gel, maybe there's something there. I will say that I noticed that they actually started going to the net a little bit on the power play, which, earlier in the season, they just wanted to pass around the perimeter, and it was just, not working because, that's great if you want to get the highlight reel goal, but listen, a dirty goal counts just as much as the pretty highlight reel goal does. So sometimes you just got to get that puck down in the low slot and just jam away.
Take the shot.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's
the damn shot.
That's what you see that you did learn.
I did. Because that's what I was screaming at TV. Take the damn shot. Jeez.
And that seems like a tale of two teams because their college team here does the same thing. They love to pass. They don't shoot the puck. Both teams, I find myself yelling shoot about 20 times a power play on average.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I mean, that's I guess it kind of goes with that 1-3-1 power play. Maybe that's what every team seems to have gone to. So you don't see that umbrella anymore where they move around like at the point a lot to change the angles. That's just the modern game, I guess. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you get these guys clicking. Graham Clark's starting to pick it up a lot. Hey, you never know. You don't know what could happen. So, all right.
The AHL is a weird place.
Yes, it is. It is certain that is a great way to describe it, actually. Let's see. Another one here. What do the Utica Comets want for Christmas? Is there 2 front teeth? No. I couldn't help it.
It's hockey.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Come on, deal with it.
Oh, hey, the captain, Ryan Schmelzer. He'll take the 2 front teeth, right?
Yeah.
So I actually put down here organization-wide bubble wrap. we were talking about the injury bug that always happens in the New Jersey Devils organization every single year. And it's starting to rear its ugly head up at the top. So when that starts happening, it affects the AHL team. It affects the ECHL team. So my theory is if they put everybody in bubble wrap, maybe they won't get hurt.
Anybody keep stats on that?
What, bubble wrap?
No.
I'm sure the dollar store does.
How many people pop this stuff when they open a package? No. It's healthiness of a team, like a weighted measurement of how healthy a team stays, where you could compare team to team. Yeah.
So they call it man games lost.
Okay.
Is what it was. And I think the Devils actually led the league in that last year.
All right.
So what it is, it's like a formula where they extrapolate, okay, this guy was, they base it off an 82 game schedule. That's the NHL.
Okay.
Right. So, this guy only played 40. This one only played 50. And it's not because they sent him down or benched him. It was because he was injured.
Okay.
Right. So
I figured they had some way to.
Yeah. Because you can't just look at the stats and go, oh, well, he's only played 50 games.
Right.
When, it could very well been he was sitting up in the press box for 10 of them, because he was a scratch. No, this is all based on actual legit injury.
But they don't drop that down to the ace.
I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
That I don't know.
That'd be interesting to see.
If
there was a way to compare AHL teams or ECHL.
Yeah, I really wish that there was like more stat availability for the AHL. I think that would be really awesome.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
I mean, the site itself is pretty cool. You can get quite a bit on there at theahl.com. But stuff like that, not so much so.
Yeah.
But hey, so maybe that's something for you to do.
No.
You need something else to do.
No. Oh, God, no. Jeez. Santa, help me.
Santa left. Sorry, pal.
Yeah. You loser, get away.
You see all that dust? That Santa flying back to the door, boys. I can't take the show anymore. I'm out of here.
He's out of here.
Yeah.
Rudolph.
He took my internet with him.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jordy? You got anything on the list for Santa?
No, other than a stable internet connection.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to bring you to the hotspot.
Bring you to the hotspot.
Yeah, it's true.
You're going to get a little FiOS card from Verizon,
It's about the little things.
That's right. That is right.
Oh, yeah, it is.
All right. Well, I guess if we're going to do one more, there it is. I love Tom Wilson. I miss him so much.
I laugh at that, but I'm going home this weekend for about a month.
Please make sure you bring it up as often as possible.
I'll text him that like every day. It's like the 12 days of Christmas or something.
Yeah.
It's just like 12 days of Tom Wilson.
I'll send
different pictures of him.
That would be great.
Different pictures of Tom Wilson every day.
I might do that.
That'd be awesome.
Start it tomorrow, end it on Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I guess we're going to throw one more in. So maybe they should bring Naudie a whole big roll of huge garbage bags and an industrial-sized popcorn maker, because he loves to throw popcorn all over the Odd, or the Adirondack Bank Center. I'm sorry. Still old school enough to call it the Odd. So, yeah, I'm actually I'm waiting for him to come over to my section at some point and just, go crazy, but that's all right too. So anyways, I'll tell you what, we've had so much fun here that we need to take a break, because, if we have any more fun, God only knows what could happen. So we're going to take a quick break and we're going to wrap up.
Visit My Little Falls and stay connected with the latest news, information, and events in the city and the area. Our mission is to generate interest in the community and connect residents in a more meaningful way by facilitating deeper conversations about how these stories will shape the future of the Mohawk Valley. Join thousands of weekly visitors who stay up to date with feature stories, interviews, videos, our event calendar, and print publication, the Mohawk Valley Express. It's about timely local news for the community, keeping citizens informed about important issues, telling about the people who live and work here, and giving locally owned businesses the opportunity to reach a very targeted audience of locals and tourists alike. It's a whole new form of media-rich content developed specifically for today's mobile lifestyle and listeners. You can download our iOS app in the iTunes Store, listen to our podcast, or sign up for our weekly email newsletter. Stop by today. You'll be glad you did.
Okay, and we're back with segment 2. So, not a lot to talk about in segment 2 because, well, colleges are now in their end of the semester break. They'll be returning to action end of December, early January, right around there. But you know what, Jordy? There is still hockey action going on. We still have the AHL. The junior Comets are playing this weekend, and high school hockey is hitting full stride. So, really exciting stuff going on there. And I do want everybody to know that with the website, CNYHockeyReport.com, which Dave will be so kind as to throw that banner across the screen because he's so awesome at it. There it is. No, not I Love Tom Wilson.
That can happen.
That's right. So anyways, every day now we have this little feature on the website where we put up in an article form the schedules for Central New York hockey in the morning or early afternoon, depending. And then at night, right before I go to bed, about 11, 12 o'clock, we put the scoreboard up so that all you got to do is click on the link and all the scores are there. It's for AHL, it's for college, USPHL, high school. We have got you covered because we want you knowing about what's going on here in Central New York. And while you're at it,
Yeah.
so and there's our email right there. If you have any information, by the way, especially, hockey scores, any ideas that you want us to cover, whatever, that email address right there, info@cnyhockey.com, is the one to send it to. So also on the website, there's a little tab called merch.
Here we
And
go.
our store is up and running like wild right now. Bingo,
It's
there
up
it is.
There it is.
Yeah, forget Santa, he's gone.
We could have you could have done before you announced it. You could have done something like really good.
Oh, I didn't realize you had that.
I had it because you wanted me to do it before. It's still there.
Jeez, I didn't realize that. But anyways, yeah. So as you can see, of course, we got
You can't see.
the hats. Pretty sweet, huh?
That hat looks better than the one you've got on.
It is because it's a better hat.
It's
These are just promo hats.
promo
right?
hat. You got the cheap stuff.
It is.
Gave me the cheap stuff.
I did too.
Yeah.
But if you're bald like me, these tooks come in pretty handy too.
Looks like a cup.
Well, sort of, yeah. I mean,
Go back to the virtual.
You turn around, you can't quite see, but it's got CNYHockeyReport.com on the back, and of course our logo on the front.
That's cool actually. With
It is
the URL on the back. That's nice.
I like that, right? We've got our T-shirts. Look at that right there,
Yeah.
and it's got the URL right there at the neck. And I'm not going to fold that back up. I'm wearing the long sleeve shirt. We got the long sleeve shirt version.
Yeah,
right?
long sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
I can talk you through since you're not, you're away from the microphone. The jacket
And the
is
jacket.
really nice. Check that out.
Spraying myself on the thing.
Yeah, Jordy,
Yeah. So
look at that. It's got CNY Hockey Report on the back.
on the back right there. And
You don't know where you are. There you
I
go.
don't. You're right.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, this is
Yeah.
got it going on.
Sit back down so they can hear you.
There you go. So listen, I was never going to make it in this world as a model. That's why. Never.
Thank God you didn't turn sideways.
Yeah, no kidding, right? But strike a pose.
Yeah.
And I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yes.
I'm just trying to get Jordy just to crack again and just fall over.
Well, we don't want that because we.
It was pretty cool.
I already almost did it once.
Yeah. The poor kid's just trying to get to the end of the semester. Leave him alone.
Hey,
Finals? What stinking finals?
Yeah. Also on that site, we got water bottles. We've got the fancy koozies. The ones
fancy ones.
They're fancy koozies, can koozies.
Like the metal ones?
Yeah.
With the like unscrew
Yep.
rim. Oh, those are
they're
really
sweet.
nice.
They're
Yeah.
really nice. We got those. And we also have the merchandise in different colors.
Yeah, that's true. I saw that.
Just as a hint, if you want to support your favorite local college hockey team here,
You get their color.
you can get their colors.
I like the
So-
Colgate color on there. I saw that.
It is.
I
It's-
like that
it's
kind of
all-
maroonish.
Yeah, it's
whatever
all-
that is.
It's all really sharp. I was quite impressed with
Yeah.
what they did. It's all through A&P Master Images up there in Utica. You had the option to have them ship it to you, or you can go to the store and pick it up.
Oh, really? They have a retail outlet, and you can pick it up there.
Right there at their store, right by the Adirondack Bank Center Nexus Center.
That is very cool.
You can actually see it from the Nexus Center.
Wow.
So
Like on Tell me where that is.
So it's a Water Street.
Water Street. Okay. So,
So-
before you get to the Nexus,
Right. If you're coming in from, say, like the Valley,
east. Yeah.
like
Okay.
Frankfurt, so you come up, you're going to go down Broad Street, like you're
Okay.
going to go to the big parking lot.
Right. Right.
You know where that PJ Green building is,
Yeah.
that printer?
Yeah.
You take that right,
Okay.
and then you loop to the left because you can't go any unless you want to drive over the train tracks. You got to take the left, and the A&P is right there.
Right there. I have not seen them. Yeah.
Yep, you have to check it out.
No, I
It's
like
pretty
how
cool.
they set it up. It's I was actually showing it the other day, talking about how it looked on CNY Hockey Report.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see that?
They might have another customer out of it.
My pal over there just plugging away.
I'm plugging
Love
them.
it.
Yep. No, it looked good. I was showing them all the merch, the way it laid
Well, yeah,
out.
I mean, not for
And
nothing. If you
it works well on mobile devices as well. 'Cause
Yes,
I have to be on a phone
unlike our
showing it.
scoreboard.
Yeah,
it's,
really. You
you
have
know,
to twist the thing
the score
sideways,
ticker
yeah.
doesn't quite work as well on mobile.
Yeah,
That's
that's
kind of
all right.
why I started doing those articles too, because oh bad. I'm like, you're bragging about this score ticker, but then you got to turn your phone sideways
Yeah.
to get it to work. I'm like,
I wonder why you did that.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, if you're looking for that that hockey fan in your life that's hard to buy for,
Yeah. No, that is good
Go to-
quality merchandise. I would
it is,
recommend it.
and it's cheap too.
Well, you
it's-
made it cheap.
I
It
know
should
it's
be
a
more.
non-profit site. That's why.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I want people just getting that word out there. I want
Yeah.
that CNY Hockey Report merch all over Central New York. So I made it cheap. Don't worry about it, folks. You're not going to spend a lot.
Now
on
the
it.
prices really are good on there, and the fact that it's local. I was on another site. I was dealing with somebody out of the area, and the shipping costs,
Oh yeah,
they were frigging insane.
yeah.
And so the fact that if you're local, you can order really nice merchandise at this with no real markup that you've put on there, and then the fact that you don't have that shipping makes it a really attractive gift.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Yeah.
I mean, so folks, obviously, we're not making any money on this. So
Yeah.
we just want to see our merch all over the place. That's all.
Not going to be a new Corvette in the driveway any day soon.
No, there's not even going to be a Matchbox Corvette. What are you talking about?
Yeah, even that we couldn't afford.
All right. Well, you know what, folks? I think that's going to about do it. Well, we had so much fun doing this. I think we'll do a Syracuse Crunch one next week
Ooh,
because we're going to do the Comets, then we'll do the Crunch. So there
we're
was a
bringing
lot.
Santa back.
I think. Well, if he will come back, we might have to settle for an elf. I don't know. So, all right. For Jordan Brockway, for Dave the Save Warner, I'm Scott Kimball. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next week on the Central New York Hockey Report podcast.